Hi, my name is Marley Newton. I work for Batesville Police Department. I've been working here almost a year and a half now. I am a patrolman, and what a patrolman does is we maintain the streets. We pretty much do it all. So,
what all do you have to do to become qualified to be a police officer?
the qualifications: you have to be 21 years or older. You have to pass the PT test that they give here at the police department, which has to be either 50 or 70%. Okay, and when you pass that, you go and you do a psych evaluation. Okay, along with everything else, you also have to do a drug test. You have to have a clean background, and once they have all of that squared away, what they will do is they will send you to an academy, and here they send you to Tupelo Police Academy, and that is for 12 weeks long. And you do get to come home on the weekends, and it is very, as far as it's mind over matter as far as the academy goes. There's a lot of physical training. There's a lot of testing. There's everything that you pretty much need to know. You will get it there at the police academy. But the one thing I will say, the police academy, it does not even scratch the surface of what you do here. This is honestly where your training begins, is when you're on the street.
Have you had a lot of work with like juveniles around here, like anything in the school system?
Yes, we have dealt with quite a many juveniles here in for Batesville Police Department, and what we do with them, because they are juveniles, what we do is we do a juvenile referral, which means they are detained and then they are referred back to their parents, and their parents sign off on a piece of paper. It's called a juvenile referral form, and what they do is they sign off on that, and then afterwards that form is within the system, which means it will show later on, hey, they were in trouble as far as being juvenile goes. They were in trouble at that time. So it can definitely follow them, depending on what the matter of the situation that they did.
Mm-hmm. Can you tell me a little bit about your first court appearance as a police officer?
Yes. My first court appearance was actually a DUI. It was my first DUI that I ever had. And I was very, very nervous on that. I figured I wouldn't win the case, which it's not about winning, it's not about losing. It's about, hey, you got that drunk driver off the street and you prevented somebody from getting killed that night, possibly. And I was very nervous, but when you are in court, all you do is you tell the truth and you tell what you know and what you know to be a fact, and that's all that you can do. Don't add anything in there that is going to lead the attorney into another question that could ultimately kill your case. Okay, but after a while, you do get used to it. You like I said, you just tell your story. You tell what you know, and you tell what's truthful, and be very detailed about what he or she did during that time and why you placed certain charges on that person.
Do y'all have any programs around here to help juvenile kids, like in need, whose parents aren't really like there a lot?
Normally what we do is we send them to an attorney here, and he deals with nothing but juveniles. And what he will do is he will either send them off somewhere to where they can get the help that they need, to where they can get their life straightened out. You know, I know a lot of juveniles do what they do because they don't have guidance. They don't have the proper means to maintain a child's life. You know, they don't have that foundation to be a normal kid. And so in other words, what they do is they act out, or they feel like they need to be accepted, or they go into a gang because that's really all they have in their eyes, and that's the way they see it. But in reality, that's not true. And like I said, a lot of juveniles do it to act out, and they go on the wrong path, and it can ultimately hurt them, or it can help them. It can be a life lesson. But normally what we do is we refer them to an attorney here that works for juveniles, and he deals with that situation personally and gets them on the track that they need to be taken on.
What's your opinions on truancy court? Do you think it's like an abuse of power or no?
Truancy court, no. I believe it's relevant. I believe it is very important, because when kids don't go to school, and that's leading them, in my opinion, that is leading them to a whole nother road of bad behavior. They need to go to school. They need to get their education. Kids need to be coachable. And if you don't go to school, and if you don't do your homework and things of that matter, you know what, in my opinion, I don't feel like that's a very good setup as far as a child's life goes.
Okay, one more question, kind of a fun one from me.
Okay.
But do you think it's kind of difficult being a female on like the police force when it's kind of a male-oriented job?
In all honesty, this is a man's world. It is. But like everything else, it has evolved. Such as nursing. There used to be female nurses, and now there's a lot of male nurses. So, but being a female officer is, it is rewarding. It is helpful for this department, because females are very good at de-escalating situations, 9 times out of 10. And in my opinion, I've never had anybody in my year and a half of working here try to go hands-on with me or fight me. And I guess because of the fact I am a female, although I do keep my guard up, I haven't had that happen. But females are vital and important to police departments, because take for instance, searching another female, okay? A lot of other females that a male could be searching, she could cry rape, or he touched me inappropriately, or he did this, or he did that. When a female officer searches another female, 9 times out of 10, we don't have that, they're not gonna say, oh, well, she touched me wrong. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, excuse me, I'm sorry.
It's okay.
But it is a very fun, rewarding job, and especially being a female in this position, I'm very grateful and I'm very honored to be able to serve here and to serve my community. I've always wanted to do it, and there were times that I thought, hey, I can't do this. I just don't feel like I can do this, but I overcame that and I fulfilled my dream, and I'm very happy and I'm very grateful.